If you're a business owner or a sales manager, how do you know when it's time for you to hire an HVAC sales expert or trainer for your company to come in and help your team? And why does it matter? This is a fantastic question. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell, coming to you live for HVAC Technician Sales Secrets on a perfect day to talk about sales and business and a fantastic day to talk about you. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento. Now, there's going to be a point where you are sitting around the table, you're talking to the management team or you're the manager, and you're like, listen, I think it's time to bring in help. I think that it's time to really get somebody to come help the team. What I'm going to share with you is you should have some criteria of what you're looking for from the person. There's good trainers in the industry, there's bad trainers in the industry, and there's everything in between. But what is it that you want? What is it that you're trying to achieve? Right? Because that's really going to dictate the type of person that you're going to get and the type of person that you're going to hire. And so when it comes down to it, there's like 5 reasons. There's 5 reasons that you would hire an outside person. And so number 1 on this list is the team's not listening to you. And sometimes what happens is people just become familiar with you. You can get up in front of a room and you could say all the amazing stuff, and then another person comes in and says something slightly similar to you, and you're like, I've been saying this for months, and the people are treating it like they've never heard it before. This is actually more common than you think, and it happens just about anywhere and everywhere that I've taught, trained, and people that I've coached. Number 2, your numbers are off. Like, you know where your numbers should be on closing rates. You know where your numbers should be on clubs or memberships. You know where your numbers should be on leads for revenue. You know where the closing rate should be for the salespeople. And here's what happens is the cost of marketing goes up, and you're like, leads are costing us $800 to $1,200 right now. How come we're not getting anything for them? I think it might be time to get a sales coach, sales trainer, somebody to come out here and work with the team, because either you're going to pay for it through the marketing, or you're going to pay for it through hiring a trainer. Hiring the trainer is the better source, especially if they're good at what they do. Okay. Number 3, your competition is hiring training. You're like, Scott, why would that matter? Why would it matter if my competition's hiring training? Well, here's the thing. If you have a hungry team, if you have a hungry salesperson, a hungry technician, and they're looking around and like, why should I stay here at the company? They've got really good offerings, they've got really good benefits, but I want to make more money. And I know that if I get better training, I'm going to make more money. I'm going to be able to have these conversations. It's going to make the world go round, and I'm going to be fantastic. And so what can happen is you have somebody who is amazing that's on your team, and you really like them and you really want to keep them. And then they come to you and they go, hey, El Jefe, which is Spanish for boss. El Jefe, I found somewhere else I'm going to work, but they don't tell you. They don't come to you and say, El Jefe, I found a new place to work because they're willing to train me and you're not. Like, that's a painful thing to hear. That's like you scouted this person, you trained them, you spent time, energy, and effort with them, and now they're like, see ya, and they're not really telling you the real reason. If I go over here, they've got dude coming in to work with me, right? They've got somebody coming in, and hopefully they're good. They've got somebody to come train me, and they're not going to train them bad habits. So here's the thing. If you want to be better at sales, you want to be good at what you do, you should absolutely join my email publication. Go to this URL, hvactechsecrets.com. I'll give you the goods. Not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel, which means private coaching, private training, discounted coaching, discounted training. It's an email publication. You'll freaking love it, even if you're an owner or manager. And occasionally, I do try to sell things, right? I'm a salesman. It's what it is. Number 4, you've hit a plateau. Like, there's a point in most companies where they're like, we're at our limits. And sometimes the salespeople, the technicians just need to hear something a little bit different. But that number isn't going to grow. Well, you bring in a coach, you bring in a trainer, and you can tell the team, hey, listen, we're making a significant investment in you. Something has to come from it. We can't just pay, Scott to come out here. Can't just pay Scott to come out here and work with you and then have nothing come from it. You get to reset those expectations and have that conversation saying, you got to close better, right? We've had coaching, we've had training, and it's something you asked for. Number 5, you want momentum. So there are training seasons. So people say, hey, Scott, when's the best time to train? All the time. But I can't train all the time. Well, here's the thing. I'm going to give you Sacramento numbers. You're going to have to modify accordingly for yourself, right? In Sacramento, I would start training in February because March, April is about when summer hits. So if you start training really heavily in April, you've got about a 2 or 3 month window. And then Sacramento, it can be hot, It could be hot in August, but it starts to decline and people are like, summer's over. School started, the kids are in school, right? Middle of August, people are like, psh. So starting somewhere around the middle of August, September, October, those are all fantastic months to train. Beginning of November, if it snows where you're at, probably a little bit different. But there's like a 4.5, 5-month window throughout the year that's entirely great for you to train and have conversations. My belief is the sooner you can get somebody in, like early February, mid-February, early March, early April, the better off you're going to be, because as somebody develops those good habits and you're able to hold them to standards, they know what they're capable of the summertime. And so coming out of the summer, like if you can guess, like end of summer is supposed to be August 15th, I would start training August 1st, right? Because like now you're maximizing your ad spend. Now you're maximizing what's getting done. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here, just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.